Some creatures sprint, others saunter. But across the vast, searing plains and glacial winds of ancient Earth, survival was a game of thermodynamics, played in fur coats, armored scales, or sometimes nothing at all. Here on Saddlemaster, we slip between epochs to uncover how our planet's earliest residents dodged frostbite and sunburn without breaking a sweat. Or did they? Ancient thermal adaptation, it's stranger and smarter than you think. In the crucible of ancient steppes, a quiet revolution unfolded. A lineage of wild creatures began sculpting their bodies to defy the temperature swings of prehistory. Among them, the ancestors of today's horses emerged as architects of thermal endurance. Picture a vast landscape not of green pastures, but of wind-scoured plains, where the mercury soared by day and plunged at night. Here, prehistoric horses unveiled one of nature's greatest secrets, an ability to harness the physics of heat itself. For millions of years, equids survived ice ages and sudden warmings. Their solution was not just thicker coats, but molecular mastery. Their skin grew dense with capillaries, forming a living map that directed heat away from vital organs during midday scorchers, and conserved it when the frost bit deep. Strikingly, their sweat was chemically unique, an ancestral development unlike that of any other ungulate. Lathrun, a superprotein found in horse sweat today, allowed evaporative cooling on dusty plains where water was a luxury, not a guarantee. Imagine the first humans stalking these horse herds, marveling at creatures that could sprint at dawn yet graze calmly beneath the noonday sun. What they saw was more than muscle and speed. It was thermal tranquility forged through eons. Some horses adapted further still. Fossils from Siberia reveal shaggy coats interwoven with hollow hairs, miniature air pockets providing insulation superior to wool. These weren't just coats, they were microclimates, tailored to each season's whim. Their hooves tell another tale. Not simply tools for running or striking, their shape and vascular structure acted as radiators in summer, diverting blood flow to release excess heat through the thin keratin walls. The horse's gut became its internal furnace. Wild ancestors developed slower fermentation in their expansive cecums, allowing food to break down gradually and deliver constant warmth throughout frigid nights, a biological boiler room fueled by grass. Survival wasn't just external. Deep in their cells, mitochondria, the powerhouses, evolved to toggle efficiency according to temperature. In cold eras, horse mitochondria ramped up heat production by releasing uncoupling proteins rarely found elsewhere in mammals. Their behavior reflected this ancient wisdom. Rather than mere flight or grazing patterns, wild herds mapped migratory routes precisely along thermal refuges, river valleys in winter, windy plateaus in summer, always seeking the arithmetic mean between frost and fire. Incredibly, even coat color played a hidden role. Recent genetic analyses reveal that dun-coated horses reflect sunlight uniquely due to pigment diffraction, a natural sunscreen that dampened radiant heat absorption before science gave it a name. Mares gestating foals faced a unique challenge. Their core temperatures fluctuated wildly. Scientists now believe selective breeding by nature favored mares with placentas able to shield developing embryos from extreme highs and lows, a cradle within a crucible. Their domestication altered nothing. If anything, it amplified these adaptations. Nomadic tribes selected for endurance over flamboyance. Horses bred for Arctic travel retained compact forms and dense insulation, while desert steeds developed skin with extraordinary sweat gland density. Even their social structure mirrored thermal needs. Standing shoulder to shoulder in tight circles, wild horses reduce wind chill for members on the interior, a living vortex where body heat is pooled and shared through synchronized movement. But perhaps most astonishing is how modern horses still echo these ancient strategies. When urban stables overheat or mountain trails freeze over, veterinarians measure core fluctuations identical to those mapped in prehistoric specimens frozen beneath Siberian ice. If you enjoyed these hoof-tastic facts, hit like and subscribe to keep riding with Saddlemaster.